Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. Hazelton City Council met last night to vote on second and third readings of ordinances, which focus on bringing in extra revenue to the city. An ordinance requiring permits for yard sales has been in the works for a while now, with Hazelton City Council passing its second and third readings last night at their monthly public meeting.
I think we just want to make sure that people aren't running a business and just following the rules. It wasn't meant to be something we're going to hammer people, but there's people, we know people are having them every day. So just to protect everybody. And if we can get things online, that would be great. I think that's something we can look forward to for many of these things, people won't have to come to City Hall for.
Council also wanted to follow what many surrounding communities do by passing a moving ordinance. That's to keep account of what its residents are doing, who's coming in, and who may owe money to the city.
The fee is not the important part. It's to making sure that who's coming in, maybe we can help them out, what they need to do, their responsibilities, and if they owe something, those people are leaving. So again, we can't catch everybody. It's something we have to get out there and educate people.
City Council has been continuously working on budgeting material and trying every way to bring in revenue without raising taxes.
An open book for all of us. They have a working budget, I think, for Pell, because they're requesting that to be done. Hopefully by December we'll get something done so people aren't going to be surprised. We're going to try to make sure everybody understands what's out there, what we're up against. City
Council will meet again October 10th at 6 p.m. Police in Plymouth are now investigating a homicide. That after shots were fired in the early morning hours. Police were called to the area of East Main Street and Washington Avenue around 3 this morning. Reports say two men were arguing. One shot several times and died later from his injuries. The man that died is 33-year-old Therese Owens. The man police are looking for is 34-year-old Kion McDonald of Plymouth. His picture's on your screen. McDonald is believed to be operating an older model white Jeep or gold Cadillac sedan. McDonald, described as 6 feet tall, weighing 177 pounds. He was last seen wearing a green Sprite t-shirt, green baseball hat, and jeans. The investigation is continuing. If you have information, you're asked to contact Plymouth Police. The Rush Township Police Department has filed a juvenile petition with Schuylkill County Juvenile Court, charging a 17-year-old male juvenile with unlawful possession of a controlled substance. The charges stem from an investigation that occurred at the Marian Catholic High School on the afternoon of September 14th. That's where the controlled substance was located. A man from Tamaqua charged with assault has waived his right to a preliminary hearing. 27-year-old Joshua McCardle of Arlington Street in Tamaqua faces charges of aggravated assault, along with a long list of other charges. Prosecutors reduced the charge of aggravated assault to simple assault and added an additional charge of terroristic threats. McCardle then waived all charges against him to Schuylkill County Court. He remains free after posting $10,000 straight cash bail set at the time of his arraignment. He was charged by Tamaqua police after an incident in the area of M&H Hardware back in August. The victim reported being in an altercation with McCardle, who pulled out a handgun, pointed at him, and said, "Do you ever want to see your daughter again?" before fleeing the area on foot. McCardle was located a short time later. An employee at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility has been placed on unpaid administrative leave. 47-year-old Bradley Morochko, a corporal at the prison, was charged with domestic assault. The Mountaintop man was arraigned this past weekend and is free on non-monetary bail. He faces charges of simple assault and harassment. He was previously charged with a DUI in Hanover Township back in 2005 and awaits a preliminary hearing set for October 4th on the most recent charges. An early morning accident that happened between Mountaintop and Wilkes-Barre is still under investigation. A vehicle rolled over and crashed in the rock cut of 309, heading toward Wilkes-Barre from Mountaintop around 2 o'clock this morning. One person was taken to the hospital for treatment. So far, no word on that person's condition or what caused the accident. A survey on roundabouts showed a decrease in accidents and fatalities. That's according to the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. PennDOT reviewed data on 11 roundabouts on state routes that were previously controlled by a stop sign or a traffic light. The department's data, based on police crash reports for the past 7 years, revealed that fatalities and serious injuries were reduced by 100%. And minor injuries reduced by 95%. The total number of crashes dropped by 47%. The roundabouts also were said to improve traffic flow. 32 other roundabouts have been installed on state routes, and 26 others are in the planning phase. Coming up on WYLN News, well, it's not the rain, but rather the temperature that will change the colors. Plus, there's still time, but not much, to register to vote. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We do have a flood watch in effect until 8 this evening. Rain continuing overnight, the low 54. But dare we say sunshine both Saturday and Sunday? We'll be right back.
Cartwright moved to Washington, he became a darling of the far left. Cartwright voted repeatedly for sanctuary cities and to give amnesty to illegal aliens, like the one in Philadelphia who raped a 5-year-old girl. These are the votes. Cartwright voted to raise our taxes and for more welfare. Cartwright is so out of touch, he won't even hold his own umbrella. Time for change.
I'm John Schrin, and I approve this message.
Appliances are right over there, and this is part of our furniture department.
Okay, but I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, you've come to the right place. Grand Central is Northeast Pennsylvania's #1 Sealy mattress dealer. We have Sealy mattress sets from only $199 and Stearns & Foster queen sets from only $45 per month. We also have interest-free financing up to 60 months. And remember, delivery and takeaway are absolutely free.
So we don't have to do anything?
Not if you buy your Sealy mattress at Grand Central.
It looks like I did find the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Grand Central in Hazleton, the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
There may be a bit of a wait for those of us who would like to take in the scenic foliage of northeastern Pennsylvania in the fall. The reason? Warm and wet weather. That's according to Mark Abrams, professor of forest ecology and physiology at Penn State. He's been studying the weather and effects of fall colors for over 30 years. Though the leaves will change, it will come late and muted this October. The trees need cooler temperatures to stop producing the chlorophyll, which causes the green pigment. Best bets for colorful foliage this year? The Great Lakes and Adirondack region. And it may just be worth the drive. The deadline is approaching, so if you haven't registered yet or want to check your registration status, there is still time. Pennsylvania residents can check status and voting district information reflecting new congressional district boundaries at votespa.com. The deadline to register to vote or make changes to an existing registration is Tuesday, October 9th. The general election is on Tuesday, November 6th, when voters will decide on the governor, lieutenant governor, U.S. senator, and U.S. House member seats. Coming up on Ridgewood's News Choice, getting ready for the Adopt-a-thon in Community and You. Plus, Julia Wiegand at the Bloomsburg Fair with Chewy. And it has nothing to do with food. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Churz Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Churz Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Churz 570-454-7229.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Community and You, and well, we're going to the dogs and the cats and all the other animals because once again the folks at the Whitehaven Vet are holding their annual Adopt-a-thon. Dr. Shelley is with me, Willow is with me, we have Mia and Maggie May, and we're all ready to go. When is it this year?
It is going to be Sunday, October 7th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Now that's a change from last year.
It is. We shortened it just a little bit.
Now as far as the location is concerned, give us that first because everybody needs to get here so they know exactly where they're going.
Sure. It is going to be at the vet hospital. We're right down from the turnpike on State Route 940.
And what do you plan to have here this year?
So we have a lot going on. So we're going to have a live band. It's the music is provided by the Mighty Three. We have pet photos this year. We're going to have multiple vendors, food, face painting, and crafts for the kids. So we have a lot to do this year.
And we gave Willow the big job of holding the official sign.
Yes.
And you're also sitting in front of one of the prizes?
Yes. This is a 32-inch TV that will be one of the raffles.
Wow.
Yep, and we have a lot of tricky trays as well.
Yeah, you always have great tricky trays here.
And we are selling at the practice, we're selling raffle tickets for the TV early as well to collect now even before the event itself.
Oh, so if people just want to come into the office, they can get them now. Oh,
exactly.
Now, Willow, you're a new face.
I am.
When did you start here?
I'm here about 3 months.
Oh, so you're really new. Now, have they told you anything about the past Adopt-a-thons?
No.
She was here though. She's been to one.
I went to one before, about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
because
last year's.
Because I was going to say, are you ready for this?
I hope so. And it's a little bit different this year, so we'll see.
Yeah, it is a little bit different this year. Now, of course, the main reason that you're holding this is to get the word out about adopting.
Correct.
And who's going to be here?
So we have 4 shelters this year. It's going to be Hazelton Animal Shelter, the Luzerne County SPCA, the NEPA Pet Fund and Rescue, and then also the Pocono Greyhound Adoption. Most of these rescues have been with us before.
And have you had any successful adoptions?
We have, especially with the Greyhound adoption, we've had some good adoptions with them.
Now, I guess, because see, I was going to ask you what your favorite part was going to be, but it almost sounded like you're a big tricky tray lady.
Yeah, I'm excited to see all the tricky trays.
Now, do you have any idea how many so far? Because I know you're still taking them in, right?
I only have 25 to 30 at this point. Yeah, like gift cards, that sort of stuff. Wine baskets. We have multiple pet baskets as well.
Oh, the pet baskets are the best.
Yes.
And I have to admit that these are my pets, and they are both adopted, and they're the best in the entire world. Mm-hmm. Now, when we're talking one more time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to look right into the camera, give them your best smile, give them your best adopt a pet look, and tell everybody to come on down.
Come on down to Whitehaven Vet Hospital for the Adopt-a-thon on October 7th.
See? Willow's the best.
She did it. We knew she could.
She did do that. And I'm going to give you the opportunity, too. You're going to tell us once again where we're going to go and everything that we're going to find when we get here. Ready? Go.
Whitehaven Vet Hospital on October 7th from 12 to 4. So we're going to have the pet photos, a band, food, vendors, tricky trays, all kinds of stuff. So hopefully you guys can all stop by and also help our pets.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about, and we certainly hope that you will join us again soon on Community and You.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home, robotic surgery for quicker recoveries, world-class heart care and access to top specialists, all from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. The Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Each of us has a different idea of what makes an adventure. Go anywhere and do anything in a Jeep from All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Jeep Adventure Days. Lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $169 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189 a month. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Wilkes Tree Farm in Sugarloaf has been providing the area with the highest quality trees for over 20 years, with a wide variety of shade and evergreen trees, wholesale, retail, and choose and cut options. Call them at 570-401-8267.
Cats are very interactive, and they're also a little independent, so they're very good pets to have. They make good apartment dwellers. They make good home dwellers. As you can see, these are young ones, and they're very playful and interactive, and there's also very laid-back cats as well. Cats make great companions because they can curl up with you, and they can also, as I said, be a little bit more independent in the home, using the litter box and feeding on their own. Not to say that they don't like attention, because they certainly do. They thrive on attention and good health care, which is an imperative to keep your cats healthy and active and have a long, healthy life. One thing that I always say is no matter what animal you're introducing, you always have to make sure that the animal at home is the priority, because it's their home. So anything that you're introducing, you're going to introduce gradually to the one in the home. So, for example, you might enter into a room where the home cat is. sit down on the floor, have the other cat come out, watch the dynamics. If you see any kind of problems between the cats, then you kind of want to deter one and move forward and move away a little bit. Never want to force an animal on another animal.
I always recommend you keep the cat in a separate room for a while.
There you go.
For, just to see, because your cat at home's going to decide whether that cat's okay or not. Because usually the cat going in isn't a problem, it's the cat, and some cats can be extremely territorial.
And you have to give it time too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not.
Some cats it's instant, some it'll take a while.
Right.
It just depends.
Yeah. You don't give up easily, just like you don't give up on any animal real easily. You try to work it out, and again, respecting the animal that's in the home first, because it's their home.
The main thing is just not to feed them. Feed them, get them spayed, neutered, take care of them, because if not, it's just going to mushroom. And a lot of people think you remove the cats from the neighborhood, they're going to be gone, but always more come back. That's just somehow, because there's always some cat somewhere that gets thrown out or abandoned, and then they just move in. So it's best to keep your colony there, get them spayed and neutered. And the average life of an outdoor cat is 2 years.
I think really important what Becky had mentioned was, just like to reiterate that, because I live close by the shelter, I'm constantly trying to handle a cat population that is dumped. And right now we're going through that situation right now. Fortunately, the neighbor that we have is being very cooperative and helpful with it. But it's not a matter of just, as Becky said, because I've had people do that, pick the cats up and take them to a farm. Well, they're still going to procreate, they're still going to be hungry, they're still going to get sick, and they're still going to need some care at some point. So, the ideal situation would be if you have a small group and they're not feral at that point, would be to try to bring them in and get them spayed and neutered and possibly get them homes. However, if they are feral, correct me if I'm wrong, Becky, it's best to just try to capture them, get them spayed and neutered, get them at least a rabies shot, and then put them back out. But you have to continue to feed them. It's not a matter of, they're feral, they can be out in the woods, they can get mice and everything like that. That's not a good diet, and that's not a healthy diet. You have to keep feeding them. That's important.
And while we're talking animals, 2 more days left to check out the Bloomsburg Fair if you haven't had the chance to already. Our Julia Wiegand made her way back there, and I will tell you that she has a adorable new best friend.
Lavelle's Maple Spring Farm can be found out in Linden, just outside of Williamsport. However, you can find them all this week showing their farm animals at the Bloomsburg Fair near Gate 5 in the big red and white dome tent. One of the farm's featured animals this year has been getting a lot of attention.
He is a week old on Tuesday. This is Chewy, the Hensler family were here and visited the fair, and they named this little goat Chewy. And his mama is Tandy, who is behind us, and she actually won her class here at the fair. And he's a little boy, so he didn't get the show, but he's been a big hit here.
Chewy, the Nigerian dwarf milking goat, is a dairy goat who exhibitor Annette Lavelle says could potentially be a dairy goat daddy someday. Once Chewy wraps up his time at the fair, he'll be going back home to just have fun and play with all of his brothers and sisters.
It's a family-owned enterprise. We have sheep, 5 breeds of sheep, which we're showing today, and the Nigerian dwarf. My mom has an Alpine and a recorded grade, and my dad has Keys level show goats, which is boar goats. So we're very diversified.
Be sure to check on little Chewy, his mama Tandy, and the wide variety of farm animals within the Bloomsburg Fair's agriculture section while they're still around. The fair will have its final day this Saturday, September 29th. Reporting from Bloomsburg for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
I think I saw Mama Tandy roll her eyes as Chewy was jumping on her back. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
watching Wilkes-Barre's choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.